What if the reason you're still not wealthy isn't because you can't make money, but because you're managing it wrong? Today, we're ripping up traditional budgeting advice and replacing it with the exact system the 1% use. And no, it's not just save more, spend less. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to allocate every dollar you earn, the smart way, the wealthy way. Most people work hard for money, but the wealthy make money work for them. Here's the truth. If you don't own something, you are owned. While most of us spend money reacting to life, the wealthy plan their money proactively. The rich don't just save, they allocate based on purpose. Think about it. When most people get paid, the money just disappears. Bills here, groceries there, random purchases everywhere. At the end of the month, they wonder where it all went. But the wealthy? They already know where every dollar is going before it even hits their account. It's not about making more money first, it's about managing what you have differently. And the best part? You don't need millions to start, you just need a framework. This is the game changer, the 25, 50, 15, 10 rule. Every dollar you make gets assigned a job. No wandering money, no guesswork. Here's how it breaks down. 25% goes to growth and investment, building real wealth. 50% covers your essential expenses, the must-pays. 15% builds your stability fund, your financial safety net. And 10% is for joy and rewards, living your life. This isn't restrictive budgeting that makes you miserable. This is intentional allocation that makes you wealthy. Let me walk you through each piece. Let's start with the most powerful part, the 25%. This is growth capital, the portion of your income that builds wealth, not just safety. Wealthy people don't just save, they invest, and early investing is how small dollars grow into big wealth. This 25% is not sitting in a checking account. It's working, it's growing, it's multiplying. So where does it go? Index funds, low-cost funds that track the market and grow steadily over time. Real estate, whether it's buying property or investing in REITs, real estate builds equity. Business assets, starting a side business, buying into opportunities, creating income streams. And skill acceleration, courses, certifications, coaching that increase your earning power. Let me be clear, these aren't get-rich-quick plays, they're compounding machines. Your money starts producing money. If you invest $500 a month at a 10% annual return, in 20 years, you'll have over $380,000. That's the power of consistent, intentional investing. The 1% understand this. They don't just earn, they multiply. And you can start today. Even if it's just $100 a month, that 25% is your ticket to financial freedom. Next up, the 15%. This is your stability bucket. Think of it like an emergency cushion where risk is zero and access is instant. This is not investment. This is insurance for life. Here's why this matters. Life happens. Cars break down, medical bills appear, jobs get lost. If you don't have a buffer, you're forced to go into debt or sell your investments at the worst possible time. You want at least 3 to 6 months of core expenses in easy access savings so life doesn't derail your progress. Let's say your essential monthly expenses are $3,000. Your stability fund should be $9,000 to $18,000, sitting in a high-yield savings account, ready when you need it. Wealthy people protect their progress before growing it. They don't gamble with their safety net. They keep it liquid, accessible, and untouchable unless it's a true emergency. This 15% gives you peace of mind. It lets you sleep at night, and it keeps you from panicking when life throws curveballs. Build this fund first if you don't have one yet, then maintain it as your income grows. The big chunk, 50%, covers essentials. This is food, rent, bills, transportation, everything you must pay. Now you might be thinking, 50%? That's it? My rent alone is more than that. And I hear you. This is where reality meets strategy. But here's the twist. The wealthy optimize these costs. They negotiate, cut waste, and keep this number as low as possible, not through willpower, but through strategy. Reevaluate subscriptions. Cancel what you don't use. That $15 here and $20 there adds up to thousands per year. Reduce housing expenses. Consider a roommate, move to a lower-cost area, or negotiate your rent. Housing is typically the biggest expense. Plan meals and transportation. Meal prep saves hundreds monthly. Carpooling or public transit cuts commute costs. The goal isn't deprivation, it's efficiency. Can you get the same quality of life for less? Usually, yes. And every dollar you free up here can go toward your 25% growth bucket, which builds your future. The 1% don't overspend on necessities. They optimize them so they can invest more aggressively. If your essentials are currently above 50%, that's your first project. Find the leaks, plug them, redirect the savings, and finally, the 10%. This is your joy money. This is where you enjoy life. Vacations, hobbies, experiences, spontaneous dinners with friends without guilt or derailing your finances. Because without joy, long-term financial discipline fails. You can't live on restriction forever. You'll burn out, you'll binge, you'll sabotage your progress. The 10% gives you permission to live now while building wealth for later. But notice, it's intentional, it's planned. It's not impulsive shopping or emotional spending. The wealthy spend on what truly brings them joy, experiences that enrich their lives, not clutter that depresses them. They buy memories, not stuff. So use this 10% guilt-free. Go to that concert, take that weekend trip, invest in your hobbies. Just do it within the boundary. That's the key. So let's recap the 25-50-15-10 rule. 25% goes to growth, investments, assets, income-producing opportunities. 15% goes to stability, your emergency fund, safe cash buffer. 50% covers essentials, rent, bills, food, transport. And 10% is for joy and experience, living life without guilt. When you assign every dollar a purpose, you take control of your money, not the other way around. This is how the 1% think. This is how wealth is built. Not through luck or inheritance, but through intentional, disciplined allocation. You don't need to be rich to start. You just need to start. Want the downloadable worksheet for the 25-50-15-10 rule? Comment 2550 below. I'll pin the link for you. And if this changed how you think about money, hit that subscribe button. We're breaking down real wealth systems every single week. No fluff, just strategy. Thanks for watching. Now go assign your dollars a job and start managing your money like the 1%.